Good afternoon, my name is John Hamilton. I have the great pleasure of being here with Paul Peterson from Bear Valley Cross Country. Now this is our local kind of Olympic piece because you got back in when?
Just 2 days ago, actually yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning.
Got back in Bear Valley.
Very nice. You spent last week up in Vancouver, huh?
Yeah, basically got the whole second week of the Olympics. It was just an incredible event. And I'm just still buzzing from all the energy of it.
Now, what events did you see? What did you?
Well, we first started off with the men's combined Nordic event, which is the jumping and the cross country, which we silver medaled in. So that was very exciting. We were 5 seconds out of a gold medal, and after 4 guys jumping and then cross country skiing for 5 kilometers each, you know, they come in within 5 seconds of a gold medal.
Pretty amazing. Yeah.
That was number one. Then we watched the women's giant slalom. Lindsey Vaughn and Julia Mancuso, you know, our awesome turners.
We had a
It was a tough conditions, bad lighting. It was what I'm learning is typical Whistler weather. You know, there's fog on the mountain somewhere.
Right.
You never know where it's going to be. They had it right on the race course that day, so that was unfortunate. But still, just to watch the strong alpine racers come down and just rip up these courses. We had some stadium seats. They had the big jumbotron, so you can see.
So you could get a good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the whole run without, you know, because as you sit in the stadium, you don't get to see the whole run.
Right.
They're so long that you get the last 10 turns. But so they, you know, totally organized that way. Replaying all the stuff. They'll replay somebody crashed. They replay it 6 times. It's gonna go. Oh. But the Canadians are just awesome hosts and people to hang out with. They're just very, very gracious hosts, and they had it organized to a T, and no problems. It was really incredible to be part of that.
Very nice. I think the coup de grace for the Canadians, they just got the golden hockey. Yeah.
You know, I wasn't happy to hear that, but I was happy to hear how it ended because, you know, to tie it up in 20 seconds. You know, and I got to tell you, Canada would have gone into national mourning had they lost. So on a certain level, you know, I was rooting for both U.S. and Canada, and to have them win as passionate as they are about hockey.
That's their game.
It's, you know.
And we had our Lake Placid moments, so maybe this was, you know, let them have it.
You know, it was so funny. One of the Canadians win a gold medal in one of the events, and well, that didn't matter. Did they get into the hockey semifinals?
Right.
That was what was making the news.
Yeah.
So they're very passionate about hockey. Interesting way to finish it off.
Now, was attendance? Did it seem? I mean, were most of the venues you went to, was it packed? Was it pretty full? You
know, we got on a bus from Vancouver and first went through the city, which took a lot of the ice skating and hockey and all that in Vancouver. And the city was packed. It was a gorgeous day for Vancouver, so it ended up being everybody was out. And I have, you know, you go to a big city, you expect to see a lot of people. I've never seen so many city streets packed with so many people. And most of the Canadians, they're all wearing hockey jerseys, of course.
Right.
And they almost went into national mourning then when the U.S. beat them in the first round.
Yeah.
So lots of people there at Whistler. Whistler is a really well-organized village that has been built out very thoughtfully. We've got an incredible lift system for the mountain, but the village center itself is, you know, it's busy on any given holiday weekend. But it was very busy. And you know, you walk through these pedestrian streets into the village center, and there'd be a band playing Whistler Live in one corner, and then you'd see, you know, TV studio in another corner. Then there's the Canada House, or the Austria House, or the Norway House.
Just busy.
People walking all over the place. And just pin souvenir shops, medal ceremonies you could attend, live music, and all sorts of venues, 1 million restaurants.
Very nice.
A lot of people were there.
Now, a little bit thing on the Nordic stuff. Now, you've been a part of the whole Nordic community for decades. I mean, as far as on equipment and stuff and everything else. Now, you've got a race coming up here in a couple weeks, right?
We do. We have our 37th annual, the 36th one I've been involved with. The first couple of them I just raced them, but yeah, and you know what's so inspiring with all these Olympians, and I think I got to go, of course, but we're all watching this stuff on TV, and it just makes you want to get out if you're into cross country skiing. It makes you want to get out and do it. So we're hoping to get a little buzz for the Bjorn Loppet race coming up here in a couple of weeks, March 13th and 14th. We anticipate a little extra buzz from the Olympics.
From the Olympics, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun event.
Now, this is from people that aren't familiar with it. What you've built here at Bear Valley Cross Country is pretty impressive. Now, this is what, the second largest in California? System,
well, you know, it used to be. It's one of the largest in the country, is what I'm finding out. That's what we say in our marketing. It is definitely one of the larger ones, and you know, we're blessed with all these meadows and the terrain we have here on the south side of the highway to have a ski trail. As I go to the Whistler trails and then come back here, we've got world-class trails here. This is amongst the best, and I hear it a lot from our customers. I hear it from our staff. We just had a gal go to Royal Gorge, largest area in North America. She says, this place is way better than that place. And so now our little backyard Nordic Center is large, and it compares favorably with
anybody.
And you know, we're like Avis, where Bear Valley is not an A-class resort. It's a mid-sized mountain and a, smallish village. And, but our Nordic Trails is large. It would be on the size of a Squaw Valley or a Mammoth for Nordic trail systems. And we have been able to keep that going for a long time. And there's no development plan for out here, so we're going to keep it going a lot longer. We're very, very fortunate, and it always reminds me of that when I travel.
When you travel, huh?
Yeah.
Now, one thing is people don't really realize is Bear Valley base elevation and for the town is higher than many of the other big resorts, so to speak. So in some ways, I mean, we're having a great snow year, aren't we?
It's been great. Yeah, we got the snow, prior to Christmas, and what's so great is we get the great snow and the great weather. Being above 7,000 feet, Lake Tahoe lake level is 6,200 feet. So you got any Nordic centers around Tahoe City, even Truckee, Squaw Valley, North Star. It can rain at a lower elevation, but we get so little rain up here, and boy, in Whistler, it's rain, it's snow, it's rain, it's snow. The women's 30K yesterday, they did it in the rain. And that's up where they built their high trails for the Olympics. They have good snow, but the weather is so hit and miss. So you combine the deep snowpack with this beautiful California. I mean, look at it today.
Oh, I know.
It's off the hook good from a weather standpoint. And, you add those two components, and, it makes me sort of confident that this is where I should live. Not Colorado, not the Midwest, not Alaska, where there's good ski opportunities there, but here you got the good skiing and the good weather. It's tough to beat.
And a last little plug on that is we had one kid that came down and trained with the race team up at the mountain, and he was down here on a weekend training because he said the snow was better here than Squaw that particular weekend. So.
Is that right? Yeah, isn't that how it is sometimes? Yeah. No, Bear Valley, you can't beat the skiing here, whether it's cross country or downhill, snowboarding, whatever you're into. It's truly world class. And
so if somebody wants to learn, cross country, I mean, what do they do? I mean, you guys take them cradle to grave, get them all set up there.
Oh yeah, it's easy here. You don't need to make reservations.
Okay.
You just grab some equipment. You can sign up for a learn to ski package, and in one day you go from a newbie to a semi-accomplished. With the terrain being so flat and mellow with the meadows we have here, it's super easy for people to get involved.
Very nice.
And,
all right. Now, see, in a couple weeks, it's called the Bjorn Loppet, 37th annual, correct?
37th annual.
37th annual. So if they want to, that's open to people to race and do anything. So you should come up and ski a few times, get ready to go. Huh?
You know, if you're a skier, it's definitely time to train. and if you're a newbie and you want to try it, you know, it goes on some intermediate trails, so you need to be able to handle some downhills. So downhill skiers can do it with very low experience. And it's, you know, a great way to challenge yourself, either 10 kilometers or 20 kilometer distances.
Now it's a combined as well, so you have the ski jump at the end?
Oh, yeah, the ski jump at the end. No, we do have our sort of infamous Bjornloppet downhill.
There you go.
But there is no jump. No jump planned.
All right, great. Well, come on up and do it, and thank you, Paul, for spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.